Welcome to the KillBox, where your best buddy Jacque takes aim at your targets, breaks them down, builds them up, and ties them in a bow. It's KillBox time!
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? And I cannot stress this enough, my gamers. Welcome to show number 2 of the KillBox. Your bi-weekly rant and rave about a certain topic in the beloved Battletech universe that we love so much. As I said previously, today's show is a suggestion by YouTube viewer Mark Shark. Again, please forgive me if I said that name wrong. And he asked for a tactical breakdown of various mechs, but as that's more of the purview of, on this channel, Battletech and the Command Couch, and other channels such as the great Professor Tex in Tex Talks Battletech and Battlebound, this is more of an opinion and my thoughts of the units in question. Now, getting on with things, let's crack a cold one, light up that pipe, light up that cigar, roll up that J, whatever you want to do, sit back, and get ready for the ride. You're all asking yourself, what is the criteria that I used for picking the various battle mechs for tonight's show? Well, they simply have to follow one category. Nice mech, sorry about your nope. Basically, it's big, it's slow, loads of guns and ammo. Simple. First off, we're going to start with the Annihilator, ANH-2A, and all its variants is one of the top choices for this list. A mech that looks like the universe's take on Mechagodzilla and all the cheesiness that goes with it. Max speed, a whopping 32.4 kilometers per hour, or 20.13 miles per hour for those of you that don't follow civilized systems of measurement, or in game terms, a whole 3 hexes at a run. Now, this is a 100-ton mech. It's only got a meager 12.5 tons of armor. For you number crunchers, that's 200 points out of a possible 307. It has all the guns and ammo it can carry, so when you do take that ammo hit, you are seen from orbit. I mean, just look at this mech and the reputation it has of being a unique and rarely seen design on the battlefield will make it a magnet for fire just for the bragging rights of taking it down. Originally, the Annihilator was developed during the Star League to be paired up with the ubiquitous Urban Mech, which itself is a legendary mech and should always have respect and reverence put on the name Urban Mech when it is spoken. This mech went the way of the dodo after the exodus of the SLDF until its resurrection in the Inner Sphere by the Wolf's Dragoons, which is, no surprise, a Chad mech being brought back to life by a Chad unit. The second target tonight is the Stone Rhino, or for those of us who are loyal members of the Inner Sphere, the Behemoth. Originally conceived from the Wunderwaffel program of Stephen Amaris near the end of the Civil War caused by the same man, it was known as the Matar, or Aramis's Folly. The blueprints for this beast were taken along with all the other knowledge of the time by General Kerensky on the Exodus and languished in the dust-covered tomes with the clans until it was dusted off and revisited as a new battle mech idea by Clan Smoke Jaguar. Again, to no one's surprise, as these guys are among the Chads of the clans, ranked second behind the Jade Falcons. With a maximum speed of 54.0 kilometers per hour, 33.5 miles per hour, or 5 hexes in game terms at a run, its speed is average for its weight, and of course it has the cheese-eating loadout of 2 Gauss rifles and 2 large pulse lasers. It can reach out and touch you in a bad way at very long ranges. Yet another example of anyone can win with Clan Tech. And that loadout is just the initial one. There are variants that are just as overcompensating, specifically the 5 and 6 variants. These take the concept of long-range overcompensation to making it up close and personal with hordes of ER medium and pulse lasers. Essentially, this mech has no concept of the meaning of the word subtlety. Now, as we have opened the Pandora's box on Wunderwaffel, now we have to dive down the rabbit hole of super heavies. You know them. You love to hate them. The Omega, the tripods, and all others that are in the beyond beefy boy category of 100 plus tons. The Omega, again, debuted at the end of yet another major beating on the planet Terra, by the word of Blake, in an attempt to stave off defeat. All it did was suck copious amounts of incoming fire and was considered extinct afterwards, which takes me on a minor tangent. What the actual fuck is wrong with humanity? Terra is supposed to be the jewel of the inner sphere, yet it was completely curb stomped. What, 3, 4 times? What is it? Is it like a special thing every 150 to 200 years? Somebody has to take over the jewel and birthplace of humanity? And then someone else has got to come in and completely fucking wreck the planet? Jewel of the inner sphere, my ass, more like sacrificial lamb. But I digress. Back to the topic. If you're going to field the Omega, you've got to accept the following things. 1, your tactics suck. And 2, you have an unhealthy attraction to kitchen appliances. Now, about these tripods. Because of their place in the lore, in the continuity, they exist. How well they work, I don't know. I've never fought with them. I've never fought against them. All I can say is that it is obvious that all the designers of the Rhodes program were fans of the War of the Worlds, possibly to the level of obsession because of the tripods. Which, finally, brings me to the biggest and best example of a mech that screams overcompensation. The one, the only, Direwolf. Or Dire She, if you're an Inner Sphere preference like me. I mean, if there's any mech that screams overcompensating, it is the OG Chad, the Dire Wolf, proving that the clans, with all their genetic engineering, is lacking in the Ubermensch area. I mean, just look at how half the male mech warrior phenotype's appearance is. Makes me really wonder if old Uncle Nicky had the same issues. A social order based on furry lifestyle. You have to use the biggest guns on the battlefield, wiping out an entire people because they laughed at him. If that don't scream, I have a small penis, I don't know what does. Hashtag Wolverines live. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we close the book on this edition of the KillBox. Thank you for spending some of your day with me. As always, make sure you are subscribed to the CBL channel, stomp the like button, smash the notifications icon so you know when we put up some new stuff. The next topic I will be setting my sights on, ugly. May your beer be cold, your desires be hot, and your tobacco be fresh. That's a wrap.